Hey, this is Steven from LegitTechTutorials, and welcome back to Beginning Programming. Today we're going to talk about input and output and the simple layout that you need to perform input and output. So now what is input and output? Input is taking in a data from a user, usually from the keyboard or something like that, and then doing something with that data, then outputting that to the user. So, for example, here, what we're gonna have is not is we're gonna show what it would look like to do the computation, but we're just gonna have a simple setup to where you're inputting data, and then you output the confirmation that this data has been received. So, you have a basic flow of input and output. First thing that you do is you take the input. So take input. Then you store the input. So you take this input, then you save it. So this is equal to saving that input. And so this would be take input from user. So you take the input from the user, you store the input. Sorry, I completely jacked that one up. Okay. So first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to prompt. You're going to want to prompt the user. So what does prompting the user look like? That is equal to something like saying enter in a number. Then you actually take that input. So you take the input in. Then you store the input. So like we said, you save it. Save the input. So you prompt, you take that input, store that input, compute that input, and then compute the input, and then you return the input. So you're going to say output the result. So that is the flow. So for example here, you're going to prompt the user, take that input, save it, compute whatever you're going to compute with that input, and output the result. So, for example, if we just had a simple program that would prompt the user, take in the input, and then just output the result, it would be taking the input, prompting the user, take the input, and output the result. But most of the time, you are going to want to save it because you want to do something with it. So what would that look like? So you would have, enter a number. And then you store that number into X and as a variable type. So this is Java, don't worry about it, who cares? Equals that number, whatever. Equals the scan, or it's just theoretical. Is the scan, so you just think of that. And then you do the computation. So let's say there's whatever, we're going to say x plus 5. And then we print it out. So we're going to say int y is equal to x plus 5, and then print out the y. So there you go. There's all the parts right there. There is prompting our user. There's taking the information and storing the information all in one line, all in one call. And then we have saving another set of information by doing the computation. We're adding 5 to that x and storing it in y, the integer y, and then we are outputting that y. That's the basic flow right there. So I guess you could say that it could be separate, but most of the time you have the saving and the input in the same line. Alright, so this has been Steven from LegitTechTutorials, and this has been Input and Output. I'd like to thank you for watching my video, and if you like this video, please subscribe for more videos like it in this series as well as other series. If you have any questions, email me. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take it easy, and see you guys later.